Hey, no ifs or buts, you've got to stick to it. You know, with the way we were going to play and how deep we were going to defend and the shape we were going to be. You know, we didn't offer much as an attacking threat in the first half and not too much over the 90 minutes, but not too many people do there.
You go to Anfield and it's 0-0 after 90 minutes. It's a great feeling. So we just thought again, when we had the huddle at the end of full time, the gaffer was just saying, look, you've done brilliant, just keep doing what you're doing, and you never know what's going to happen.
Once you start on going to extra time, I think, you know, tired minds, tired legs, and things can happen then. And, you know, if you do manage to get that goal, whatever team you're playing against, it's very difficult for teams then to raise the game within the extra time.
Well, Liverpool needed extra time to begin their Worthington Cup campaign last season. An extra time winner from Robbie Fowler saw off Chelsea. Grimsby Town have already gone to extra time in this season's competition before they defeated Sheffield United on penalties. So they're both very much used to the extra time conclusion to this particular competition's fixtures. No more replays in the Worthington Cup. Here's McAllister. Murphy. Tackle from Baharrel. Kipper's cross is deflected and ultimately cleared. Redknapp. McAllister. And again McAllister. Heskey. Forward by Murphy. Heskey took a tumble. Referee wave play on. Campbell. Crossed out to Redknapp, but the referee said he was impeded by Redknapp. That's a man who could have done without extra time with such a busy programme. Champions League and a game against Leeds in the next week. Turned in by Jevons. Holding was crowded out in the end. Here's Heskey. Smeacher couldn't quite get there. Heskey tussling away with Groves. Here's Poughton. Trying to get round Kipper, and he was fouled, says the referee. As Poughton tried to escape the clutches of Kipper. Campbell to take. Carried away by Carragher. Here's Barnby. Redknapp. Long raking ball. Picks out Smeacher. Smeacher into the area, a real opportunity. And before Smeacher could deliver his shot, really, Coyne had swamped him. Ball's kept on the far side. Here's McAllister. And once more. Smeacher. Halted by Baharrel. And Coyne is making sure that he's not going to be beaten easily tonight. Made himself as big as possible, and Smeacher delayed probably just too long. Coyne was there. Heskey's onside. Here's Wright. Should be the keepers. Long kick aimed at Jevons. Here is Jevons. Now Balding. Carragher just about got in the way. Jamie Redknapp. Looking for Heskey. Here is Heskey. Good turn. Good shots. And, well, it's almost becoming a repetitive phrase tonight. But Coyne was in the way. Heskey on the turn, low shot, probably a bit of the pace taken out of it by a defender. And Coyne skipped it away. Heskey. Murphy. Beaten to it by Butterfield. Now Chapman. Balding up ahead of him. Onside Balding. Jevons peeling away towards the penalty spot. And Balding went alone, looking for glory, found the cop end. It's good play from Heskey, a little bit earlier, turned and shot, and it needed an outstretched palm from Danny Coyne, and that's exactly what it got. Heskey's flick on, here's Murphy. Will it come down for him? It will, but the shot goes both beyond Coyne and he's upright. Well, there's no question that Liverpool have had more openings than Grimsby. But Grimsby's defence has been defiant. Much to his frustration. Hoopier's header. McAllister. And again. Wright. McAllister. Murphy showing. Sweeping it out to Barmby. Turning inside of Chapman. Chapman's got that. Murphy. Redknapp. Beaten to it by Campbell. Halfway through the first period of extra time. And still, it's 0-0. Chapman. Gallimore. Looking for the run of Balding. Here's McAllister. McAllister comes away with it for Liverpool. Murphy. Kipper. Redknapp. McAllister. Out to Barmby. Redknapp once more. Murphy making the run. Picks out Smeacher. Again, there's 6 or 7 Grimsby players in a defensive position. Makes it difficult for them to counter, of course. Coyne slamming it away. Headed away by Hoopier. McAllister to Carragher. Carragher to Wright. Hoopier. Again, Smeacher the outlet down the left-hand side. And was that a handball? The assistant's flagging, it's a penalty. The assistant's flag was across his chest. Well, certainly seemed to be the opinion. And Baharal's disappointment is complete for that rush of blood to the head. Not too much doubt about it. McAllister will try to dispatch it into the goal, guarded by Danny Coyne and 5,000 Grimsby Town supporters. But he's not phased, and 10 minutes into the first period of extra time, Guy McAllister, to Gerard Houlier's concealed delight, finally breaks down Grimsby Town's tough resistance. Coyne was all over the place on his line, but it made no difference to Gary McAllister. And will Gary McAllister's penalty see off the possibility of penalties? And poor old David Baharal will be just beginning to wonder exactly what he had in mind as Smeacher tried to guide the ball past him, because that was definitely a handball, and I think he knew it. It was one thing for Grimsby to pack their back line and make it as difficult as possible for Liverpool to score, but now they're going to have to change the tactics quite dramatically as they need a goal themselves. Lenny Lawrence still has substitutes up his sleeve to possibly change his shape and formation. Here's Smeacher, looking for Heskey. Coyne's come, and Coyne gathers. Took a penalty in the end to finally break down his resistance. Redknapp, and again aiming towards Smeacher, this time Baharal in the way with the head. Here's Pouncett, ran out of pitch. But it's noticeable as the game has worn on how often Liverpool have tried to come down that left-hand side. Meanwhile, the introduction of another striker seems the obvious ploy. Bradley Allen is that striker. Ben Chapman has made way. So now Chapman will go out of the midfield, and there'll be three up front for Grimsby Town. McAllister, whose penalty looks to have McAllister. Heskey. Murphy. Smeacher. Redknapp couldn't quite bring it under control. If he had have done, it would have been an interesting moment. Just got the better of the Grimsby Town back line then. Heskey. Here's Baharrel. Kipper in the way. Approaching the end of the first period of extra time. As Brooms comes away with the ball. Here's Butterfield. Baharrel. Jevons losing out. Liverpool throw. Kirkland's kick only as far as Poughton. Allen. Butterfield. Campbell. Gallimore trying to keep it on, he just can't. And that is the end of the first period of extra time, and Gary McAllister's penalty after a rather bizarre handball from David Baharrel was pretty much unnecessary from the young man. Separates the sides and now mean Grimsby Town have to come out and find a goal.
When the linesman did give the penalty, I was a bit annoyed because I didn't think it was handball, but obviously I was in the wrong there, and it was a penalty. And McAllister, he's just stuck it in, and everybody's a little bit disappointed. But then I think it gave us that we've got nothing to lose.
The view that most of the players would have had as well, perhaps thought. I think you can see it as a penalty. So at the time, everybody's probably then thinking, "Oh no, we've got so far and done so well, and we've managed to keep it, level. And then if we was to go out to a penalty, then it's going to be very disappointing."
So a quarter of an hour for Grimsby Town to try and find a goal that they've really very rarely threatened. As Barnby tumbles to the floor. For all their terrific defending, Grimsby Town, as I'm sure Lenny Lawrence would admit, haven't had too many opportunities of scoring themselves, but they do have three forwards on now. Hoopier's long ball, again they're operating down that left-hand side, trying to bring Smeacher in as often as possible. His cross on this occasion goes awry. They have been putting a lot more pressure on the right fullback David Baharrel by bringing in Smeacher as often as possible. And it was that little tussle too that led to the penalty. Heskey on the chase meanwhile. Good header back by Brooms. Here's Barnby, plays it into Murphy, real opening. Coyne is in the right place at the right time, and a bit of hesitation in the Grimsby Town defence, but they get away with it after Murphy's shot was blocked. Here's Balding, trying to get the better of Hoopier, in towards Jevons. Headed away by Wright, Heskey, now Barnby, Murphy. The play from him, Heskey, Redknapp, super ball, once again, Smeacher's the outlet. Baharrel one-on-one with him, Smeacher gets the better of him, and it's right across the face of that goal, as it has been on countless occasions already this evening. Forward by Butterfield, looking for Boulding, headed away by Carragher. Kept alive by Allen, thumped away by Hoopier. Barmby looking for Heskey's run. Cushion header by Groves. Grimsby Town throw. 3.5 minutes. Need a goal. Here's Bruce. He stops by Redknapp, who plays in Heskey. Has he got the legs on Groves? No, good tackle. Well, the 35-year-old captain has been typical of the manner in which his side have defended this evening. Breached only by a penalty. And if they continue to show this kind of commitment in their First Division campaign, Grimsby are going to be nearer the top than the bottom of that table. Liverpool corner. In towards Hoopier. Heskey, oh, he got a tangle underneath his feet, but he's got the power, and it's blocked by Butterfield before Coyne needed to save. Heskey once again coming within a whisker of scoring a goal. Well, oddly, Emile Heskey scored 22 goals last season, but none came in the Worthington Cup. Tonight he's come very close to breaking that duck. There's always seemed to have been a body in the way. Searching ball, looking for Allen. Another good header from Jamie Carragher. For Harold. Carragher's there again. Here's Smeacher. Now Murphy. Heskey trying to stay onside. Redknapp making the run. Barmby on the outside, but Gallimore clearing. Butterfield. Header away by Hoopier. Here's Allen. Now Boulding. He's got the better of Hoopier, and then he was caught by the centre half right in front of the assistant, and he'll get a booking. It's actually the first booking of the evening. It's been a sporting evening, and there hasn't been a need for a yellow card until that moment. Grimsby, as you might expect, have put almost everybody into the area. Gallimore swings it over, and there's a real tangle in the Liverpool back line, and Heskey eventually comes away with it. And for a minute, confusion reigned. Campbell, header from Allen, and it's in! It's Marlon Brooms! Disbelief, and Marlon Brooms scores his second goal for Grimsby Town, and the first was in the Worthington Cup too. efforts, their commitment, their defending for long periods have certainly deserved something from this game. And thanks to Rams, they may well have something from this game. Penalty kicks loom large. Brooms, who'd come up for the free kick, was there to finish it off after Liverpool were left really in disarray at the back. On loan from Blackburn Rovers, but his temporary fans are chanting his name. Well, on chances created, it's been no contest. But in terms of goals scored, the most telling statistic of the night, it's 1-1, much to his great frustration. And he'll be the first to say that Grimsby Town's commitment and endeavour have been faultless. Here's Murphy, trying to finish it. Good save by Coyne, who must be among the contenders to man of the match, denying Danny Murphy in front of the cup. And it has been a classic cup tie in so many ways. Is there to be a twist in this? Failed. Well, Danny Coyne had 8 seasons across the water at Tranmere Rovers and knows how much it means to play at places like Anfield. He wanted to enjoy tonight, and he has. Grimsby Town have never recorded a win at Anfield in over 100 years of trying, and no team from a division lower than Liverpool have ever knocked Liverpool out at Anfield. So history is on the verge of being rewritten, albeit via penalties. Is this the same team that hasn't managed to win for more than 6 games? Good turn by Allen. And a good cross. And it needed gathering at full stretch by Kirkland, and that was sound goalkeeping. Really was a terrific cross from Allen, at pace. Well gathered by Kirkland. Houghton. 2 men ahead of him in black and white shirts, but he's held up. But it's a free kick. Foul by Kipper. Brooms is understandably making his way into the area. The Harrell's made his way there. Again there's confusion, and again it reaches a Grimsby player, and Jevon's shot was gathered in by Kirkland. Liverpool not at their most commanding. It's a good opportunity for Jevons. Carragher hooking it over his own shoulder. Campbell trying to get there. Smashed away by McAllister. Bruins. Away by Carragher. Here's Allen. Jevons. Harrell on the overlap. Here he is. Butterfield. Easy for Kirkland. It looks as though Chris Kirkland's first ever appearance for Liverpool is going to last 120 minutes plus several spot kicks. Unless Liverpool can find something here. Smeacher! Coyne down. And Coyne, not for the first time tonight, proves just why he earned a recall to the Welsh international squad last week. Shot from Jevons! Oh! Would you believe it? In the last minute, the Liverpool fan who signed from Everton has recorded cup folklore. Well, he'll have dreamt of this. He'll have dreamt of this. And I doubt in his dreams it would have been as special as that goal. I don't think he would have dared to imagine it. That is a magnificent strike. And what a way to settle a cup tie. Brilliant.
First official indicated 1 minute and adding time.
It has not gone to plan. In his dreams, Phil Jevons will have dared to think of himself scoring a winning goal in a cup tie in the last minute with a 30-yard rasper. Well, tonight he's lived his dream. Liverpool fans streaming away. They can't believe what they've seen. Neither holders are out at the first attempt of defending their trophy. Beaten by a side who trailed 1-0 in extra time, who haven't won in 6 matches, who've conceded 15 goals in that time. But it's all about this fella, a Scouser, a Liverpool fanatic. Phil Jevons will be walking 10 feet tall around Merseyside. These fans will enjoy this moment for a long, long time. An incredible night of cup football. First Division Grimsby with the shock of this or any season. Liverpool 1, Grimsby Town 2.
A lot of young players in that team, there's only 3 over 25. Sometimes it's better if you've got more young players. So you're looking at them and saying, are they fazed by it? Are they going to bottle it? Are they looking at Liverpool players as if they want their autograph rather than tackling them? They weren't fazed by it. They passed that test. There was nothing little about the players' hearts or the performance, you know. They were big and the crowd, the support was terrific as well. I just get annoyed sometimes that you get stereotyped. You know, you're only a little club, you can only go so far. Now, a lot of that's true because of the resources and what have you, but for that one night, we weren't little Grimsby, we were big Grimsby. Say that had been a Premier League game. Michael Owen was injured anyway. Robbie Fowler was ill anyway. And Steven Gerrard was suspended anyway. So therefore, Honcho, maybe he'd have played, although he was down as injured. So that was more or less the strongest team they could put out on that particular night. Now obviously we've had a little bit of fortune with them three being injured, but they still had everybody else out there virtually. So, you know, it's not like beating somebody's reserve team. So it was a proud night for us, really. Probably the best night in Grimsby's history, I would think, as a one-off.
We threw a bit of caution to the wind, and really we had to go for them to try and get something back, and unfortunately we did. And like you say, that was a massive goal for us, because then it gives us a lift, and all of a sudden then, you know, we feel as though we're sort of having a chance to have a go at them, really. But I don't think it panned out that way. I mean, although we were throwing bodies forward and whatnot, you know, they were still very dangerous on the break.
It really is right out of a comic strip, isn't it? You know, with the whole history of me supporting Liverpool as a boy and drawing Liverpool in the cup and then scoring the winner, you know, in extra time. It's unreal, isn't it?
Shot from Jevons! Oh! Would you believe it? In the last minute, the Liverpool fan who signed from Everton has recorded cup folklore.
It was an unbelievable goal. You don't see, I mean, all the time I've been playing, I don't see too many goals like that at that stage of the game where there's just no time to come back. You know, it was a brilliant goal, and one that will live in everybody's memories here, I'm sure, connected with the club for a long, long time.
It was just a long clearance by myself, and Hippier headed it down. Jevo just picked the ball up, ran a couple of yards with it and just wellied it right in the top corner. And then I must say I didn't know what to do. I was just standing there with my hands in the air, and it was just unbelievable.
You're looking at it, you're thinking, don't shoot from there. And then you're thinking, oh well, at least it's going to go over the bar and we won't get caught on the break. The goalkeeper's not going to catch it and smash it up the other end of the foot and we're going to get caught on the break. And then you're thinking it's too high, and then you're thinking it's coming down a bit. It's in, and then you're up on your feet, and it's one of them, isn't it? Unbelievable.
Actually, it was just after Marland scored and got us back in the game. So we switched back to a 4-4-2 because Bradley came on, and we went 4-3-3. We thought we'll go for it. So I dropped into midfield, into the right midfield, and the ball's been headed out by Big Sammy Hippier. And it's come out to us, and I thought, I've got a bit of space here because they backed off and like I was in midfield. So I come onto the ball, and it's bouncing and it's bobbling, and I just thought, I'll get out my feet and have a shot here. And I didn't quite realise how far out it was until I've seen it on the video. But I mean, I've just got out my feet and hit it, and it's in the air. I thought, that's got a chance. And you know, when I seen it dip in the net, it was just unreal. I was shocked on my face, seen Post running at me, so I just got off and ran towards the fans. Yeah.
Ecstasy, I suppose, is the word, and then pride and just sheer delight, really. And then you sort of carried away in the thing of it. And before you know where you are, Uriah Rennie's putting that 1 minute up. Couldn't believe it. So it's the best time in the world to have scored. And then next minute it's over, and next minute you're over by the crowd, and next minute you're in the dressing room.
They are passionate, and as you could see against Liverpool, you know, they filled the whole and they filled the whole away section, and you know, it was unbelievable, the support. And you know, we just need to get that at home, you know, on a more regular basis, which would probably do the lads proud, you know. I'm
trying to beat what I call the Grimsby mentality, where people accept their lot in life, you know, too easily and too readily. I mean, I know we're a small club. I know the resources are limited. It's difficult. It's enough to stay in this league at times, but we just got to try and set our sights a little bit higher than that if we can, even with our limitations. You know, not just accept the fact that we're always going to be in a relegation battle. We might be in one, but you know, not to accept that from day one. And when you get a night like that, it encourages you to keep on with those thoughts, to maintain those thoughts. But it was a great night.
Campbell, header from Allen, and it's in! It's Marlon Brooms! Shot from Jevons! Oh! side from Everton has recorded cup folklore.